Hi everyone, I'm Fazla Hamim from Speeching, and today I'm going to talk to you about what is parent coaching. So, in my previous video on what to expect after assessment, I discussed a bit about what is parent coaching, but here I'm going to go in depth as to what to expect in your parent coaching session. So, first of all, what is parent coaching? So, parent coaching is when a therapist works directly with you, the parent or the caregiver, to teach how to support your child's development in everyday routines. So, instead of us working with your child in a session, which is maybe like twice a week, just for 30 to 45 minutes, the therapist guides the parents to use these strategies that we use within the therapy at your home and within your routines. So let's look at why therapists offer these parent coaching sessions. So these parent coaching sessions are part of the child's therapy sessions where the therapist does a one-on-one therapy parent coaching session with the parents. And this is because you are your child's most important teacher. The research shows that children make faster progress when their caregivers are involved. And this is one reason why we involve parents within our sessions to show how we interact with the child, how we problem solve within sessions, and so on. And another fact is the brain builds connections through repetition and daily interactions. So, which means that what happens between therapy sessions matters the most. So it's not just two 30-minute therapy sessions per week. If you can keep doing it at home, keep practicing those sounds, keep practicing those words that we practice, it will help the child's development faster. Now we are going to look at who is parent coaching for. So first of all, parent coaching is for people with children who have speech and language delays, with autism or other communication difficulties, social interactions challenges, children with feeding issues, with behavioral challenges or emotion regulation. But it's also important for parents with young children below the age of 5, and for other children who are struggling with unfamiliar settings, and for families who want tools they can use at home and who are living far away from therapy sessions, therapy centers where they can't commute as often as they should. So, what to expect in a parent coaching session? So, this is one question that I get asked quite a lot from our parents. So, first of all, I would say the therapist will observe how your child plays, talks, or communicates. So, this is given that the therapist has no access to your child. We first observe. So, this could be either by video recording sent by the parents or through a live Zoom call that goes on. So after that, the therapist listens to the parents' concerns and their goals, and then the therapist gives feedback and ideas in real time, discussing how we can improve the interaction, how we can improve the child's play and communication, and so on. So within a parents' coaching session, the parents will learn how to model speech or behavior to the child, and also when to pause, prompt, or praise, and how to use daily routines as learning opportunities. For example, using bath time, meal time, and playtime to encourage speech at home. So, what happens at home matters most. So, this is something that I've mentioned before too. Therapy sessions are just 1 to 2 hours a week, but you are with your child every day. So, from the time the child wakes up till the child sleeps, they are with you. So, parent coaching helps you to build confidence, to understand what works and why, and to feel less alone and more empowered, because it's not just you observing, there is someone who will be coaching you as to how to support. And you can problem solve, you can ask all the questions you have from your therapist, and she'll be glad to support you in this. So, what parent coaching is not? So it's not about judging your parenting and saying, oh, no, 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 this is not how you should do it. This is what it should be. And it is not about making you to do the therapist job. So I have got some parents asking me, okay, so why am I paying you if I am doing the job that you're supposed to do? But the whole point is that I am sharing the knowledge I have with you and correcting you and guiding you within this journey. So, parent coaching is different from the job a speech therapist does, but we are just helping you and guiding you towards the success. And it's not a lecture that goes on. It's it's more of an interaction. It's more of a problem solving scenario that happens within these parent coaching sessions. And like I said before, parent coaching is a partnership where the therapist supports the parents with practical real life tools you can actually use rather than those books that you've read. Sometimes there might be so many books that's written on how to support your child with autism, or there might be workshops on how to support your child with a speech delay. But when it comes to parent coaching, it's an individualized one to one session with your therapist, and this will help have a more impact within the child's development rather than just attending a workshop or reading a book. I'm not saying it's bad, it's good, the knowledge is good, but I'm saying the parent coaching sessions might be more helpful compared to just attending a workshop. So, why it works? The science behind it is that children learn best in natural, familiar environments. And again, repetition and emotional connection between the adult and the child will help learning stick. And when parents feel confident, the children thrive. And we've seen this throughout our sessions that it's not just children who've not who have we have not worked with. We've seen with the parents who attended our sessions and who are willing to support their child at home. We've seen uh, leaps of progression, like leaping within like few days or weeks. Within few sessions we see children um, working on their sounds and working on their different words, and they have shown faster progress. And these are long lasting results because the parent can go home and keep continuing to work with the child even when the speech therapist is not around. And they also build a stronger communication between the child and the caregiver or the parent. So, this is why it is important. So, how to make the most of a parent coaching session? So, parent coaching session again is not a lecture. It's not where the therapist sits on one end of the call and the adult sits on the other end of the call. And I keep telling the parents, okay, you have to do these stuff. These are the goals. These are the things that we are going to work on. No. So, parent coaching sessions are a chance for you to be open and honest about your questions. So you have to ask all the questions you have. There are no silly ones. And at this point, the therapist is open to share all the knowledge she has with you. So try the strategies at home. And if any strategy is not working, come back, question, and ask, okay, this strategy is not working with my child. What should I do next? Or, okay, if this strategy does not work with him, what should I try next? So we should always have a backup plan if something doesn't work, right? So share what's working and what's not. So this will be helpful for your therapist to plan what kind of goals she should work on and to see the improvement of the child. So it's important that you share the progress as well as the strategies that you worked at home. And again, your feedback helps us tailor therapy to your child's unique needs, because as a therapist, we meet the child just twice a week for just maybe 30 minutes. That's not enough time for us to actually be familiar with the child's likings, with the child's interests, with so we just kind of go through a trial and error period within that therapy session. But if parents at home can try these strategies and say, okay, these are the strategies that work, this is not working. So that will help us have a successful therapy session even with the therapist within the 30-minute therapy period. So, as I mentioned before, your therapist is your coach, your cheerleader, and your guide. So, there are no silly questions. You can ask as many questions you want. And parent coaching doesn't replace therapy, it just supercharges it. So, like I mentioned, we just share the knowledge we have, but it doesn't give you all the goals and all the planning and all the therapy materials and all the things that we do behind the scenes as therapists. So, parent coaching does not replace therapy. I'm not saying just because you attend a parent coaching session will let you work on your child and replace whatever the speech therapy therapy session the child is going through. But what I'm trying to say is this parent coaching with your child will help show faster progress. So like I always say, when we work together, your child benefits the most. So you're not alone in this. We are here to help you every step of the way. So thank you very much for watching this video. And if you have any questions, please comment on the link below.